Hello everybody.
Welcome to the Internet Comedy Extravaganza Show 3000 Live.
On Saturday the 28th of November, a comedy show featuring you will exist. You will send us your videos as your comedy act and we'll react to them live on Twitch.
This time the stakes are high.
The winner gets to pick one item from our merch store, shop.mws.media, as their prize. Here's what you will be graded on.
Presentation. This is how well you can present yourself through your comedic setup, editing, and production quality. If you can't edit or anything like that, don't worry, just keep the way you present yourself in your video in mind.
Pacing. Your delivery, keeping in mind your dead space, comedic timing, and the use of your time. You'll get it. You'll understand it.
And I will be judging you on concept, which is basically the idea behind your bit, how funny the actual concept is.
Each category is worth 10 points and it'll be tallied into your final score.
So get ready for the Internet Comedy Extravaganza Show 3000 Live!
Merch. We all want some. I mean, some of us do, but merch. We put it on body. Merch. I wish I could make my own. Merch. I am in extreme poverty. Merch. This is not merch. This is milk. Merch. What was I gonna say? Merch. This is me getting shot by a professional actor. Merch.
Can't I think of anything else to say? What makes them laugh? What makes them tick? I need to take a dump.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to Comedy Club 3. It's finally here. I'm so excited. Woo! Oh god, it took so long. It took so long. It's been like 3 or 4 months. We finally brought it, and this time it's live. We're going to be judging you, as we said in the intro video. We're going to be judging you.
Yes, guys.
Yes.
This is to be judged. This is secretly a big giant ploy for you to buy merch, even though you might win it if you win the comedy club. Right now we're hosting our huge Black Friday sale, so make sure if you haven't checked out the store yet, check out the store. Just drop that link in chat for you guys. Let's see, what else do we got?
Not much. Just keep in mind this is going to be recorded for YouTube, so we won't be thanking you audibly for your subscriptions or bits or anything like that. We're going to be thanking you in chat because it's a little easier for us to do it that way, but we really appreciate everybody here. Feel free to keep subscribing and giving bits and stuff like that. It really helps us out. But this is essentially a live YouTube recording, so just sit back, enjoy it, and we will be using chat a little bit if you guys just absolutely hate our opinions. But
yeah, guys, make sure you say hi to YouTube. Hello, YouTube recording.
Hi, YouTube. Oh, wait.
Oh,
YouTube.
Shoot. My bad. I should start a YouTube channel. I'm really funny.
All right, Bren, why don't you introduce us to our first comedian today?
All right, guys. So our first contestant, his name is Frog. And his video is Me Bean.
Yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Hello guys, I am Frog and this is my comedy show thing. I don't know. Well, hey, so you don't like beans, right? So I'm scrolling along, just looking for a group to play Minecraft with, and I see something that says "Be Mean." But you know what I read it as? Me Bean.
Oh. Where do we start? Beans jokes. Beans jokes. It is almost 2021. Are we done with those yet, guys? I don't know about you guys.
Beans funny.
Hold on, Jude. Did you say it is almost 2020?
I meant to say 21, but you know what I mean. It is almost no. We're gonna restart 2020. Just we're
Please
rebooting the
no.
whole thing, but new this time. We're just
Please-
gonna pretend
please
it
no.
didn't happen. Oh god.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Remember our scoring system. Bren goes first.
All right, so concept. It's beans. It's literally just a joke about beans. I'm not gonna say much more than that. So for a concept, I'm probably gonna give this like a 1. Sorry, beans are outdated.
For pacing, you went for awkward humor in some ways, but there was also some really weird dead space in places that actually made me mildly uncomfortable watching it, so I'm going to give this a 3.
All right. For editing and presentation and whatnot, this video was literally just an image of a bean, so I'm gonna have to give it a solid 0.
Ooh, that tallies to a final score of 4.
Yeah, it does.
It does tally to a final score.
All right, Brendan, who is our next contestant?
All right, guys. Our next contestant is none other than a gallon of vinegar, Festive, and his video is titled Vinegar.mp4.
Oh boy.
Hello, I am a gallon of vinegar. Yeah, I know, how are you expecting? But, hello Microwave Society, here is a video of me drinking the equivalent of 3 shots of malt vinegar. Enjoy. Also, you laugh, you vinegar coming when?
Glad it spilled out of the container.
Oh no.
I can't wait for those.
Oh god, that one was bad.
You know, I gotta give it to him. That was brave, and the fact he did it so slow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very brave of him.
Hurt me.
He intended to taste every drop of that.
Oh
vinegar.
yeah, that was a power move. So that was objectively funny to me. I thought it was funny. That was a good concept. I enjoyed it. I would give him like a solid 6.
6. Okay.
6 6.
Okay. For pacing, you did do some jump cuts to keep the flow going, but when you started pouring the vinegar, it just kind of slowed down a little, like more than it should.
Jude, I'm gonna have to interrupt you there real quick. I will admit some of these videos I did cut down a little bit. There was no jump cuts in the original video.
Really?
No.
Well, okay. So that wasn't originally edited that way.
No. The pacing of the original video was fine, but I did cut it down for the live audience.
Well, with having no definitive view on what that would look like, and with the very awkward nature of pouring the bottle, I'm gonna give it a 5
Okay.
for pacing.
Okay. For your overall presentation and everything, I don't know. It's a little bit hard because it's a vertical video when you could have done it horizontally. We have a few vertical videos in this contest, but I don't understand it, to be honest with you. If you use a weird aspect ratio, you automatically get 2 points off in my book. Especially since you did edit the video. You did edit the video a little bit, so I don't know why you would do it vertically. Also, the presentation, I believe it's intentionally awkward. So I'm probably going to give you a final score of around 6.
6. All right. That tallies to a total of 17.
No. Yeah, no. I
Yes.
can't do math. Okay.
Yes. Also, for some reason, I don't know what you did with our spreadsheet, but it gave the first person 21 points, even though they're. Oh God. All right. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you screwed something up, but we'll look at it later. It's fine.
Okay, good. All right, Brent, go ahead and introduce. Yep.
Our next contestant is BKAce, with his masterpiece MWS_comedy_live_event_video_BKAce.mov. That was a title.
It sure was.
Where crime is rampant, there's only one hero they call on to save the day. The fighter for all that is colorful, the avenger of all that is bright. Come in.
This is bad.
Okay. Let's at least get through it. Okay, come on.
Rainbow Bird! Avenger of the night with his rainbow powers! I shall avenge the color in any way I can!
Shall avenge the color.
Oh, that shouldn't have been as funny as it was.
This video is so unintentionally funny because again, I've cut some of these down a little bit. I've tried to keep the original flow and the idea of the video intact, but I also don't want to bore you guys because some of these were a little bit over the time that they should have been. So this video, imagine it being a little bit longer than it is here.
Keep on up, I don't care anymore!
The sound effect being in the wrong spot is the icing on the cake.
Oh, okay. That wasn't latency. That was just the video itself.
Yeah, that was the video being really poorly made. I mean,
Was
you can
that
tell.
Okay. Was that the end of the video?
No, it was not. That was not the end of the
there's
video.
more.
There's still a little
more.
bit more.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Thank you for watching, you nostalgia critics!
We did say you don't have to edit, but we didn't say we weren't going to make fun of you if you can't edit.
Yeah, if you take the effort to edit and then you make it bad, I don't feel as bad for making fun of it.
Yeah, I agree. That was
okay. So that was a video.
Yeah.
So I guess I will attempt to give that a concept score. So
What was the concept of that video?
yeah, that's kind of the point I'm getting at. Is I don't know what the concept was.
It had some random equals funny vibes.
Yeah, basically, it was more of just trying. It was trying to make people laugh with just random crap. And I'll admit, it worked.
I don't think it was intended to be funny the way it ended up being, though.
Right. So, ooh, this is a tough one because it's funny, but I don't think it was purposely funny. I think it turned out to be accidentally funny. So I think I might give this a 3.
All right, a 3. Well, as far as pacing goes, that was not the worst. At least he kind of let his bits roll one after another. Now, in terms of delivery, again, kind of felt like random equals funny. He was just kind of saying things. So it's not like there was any boring moment in the video. I will give it that. So I'm gonna have to give it a 6.
So for your presentation, you were off camera for half of the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your audio was out of sync as well. And it's not quite as clear when you're watching it here live, but when I was piecing together all these videos for this event, it was like your entire audio track was just off. Your voice and your sound effects. It's a pretty easy fix if you ask me. So I'm going to say for presentation, you get a 2.
That puts you at a final score of 11.
Yeah, Jude, if the spreadsheet isn't working, just overwrite the score that it puts in. So
yeah, and also I can add 3 numbers together, so it's not.
Yeah. I'm just saying because we have to sort it at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Who is our next contestant?
All right, guys. Our next contestant is Black Gerald with his video. Video.
0.
Yeah, video 0.
That was it. That was the whole video.
That was the whole video.
Okay.
Oh no.
So concept. That was just Vine energy right there.
Yeah, it was.
That was pure Vine energy. I'd say that was a really good concept because it was nostalgic in the sense that it was a Vine. It was random, but it was like it was funny, both purposefully and accidentally. I'm gonna have to give this a 9.
9. Pacing wise, nothing skipped a beat and it cut off at the perfect time. I'm gonna give it a 10. My first 10.
All right. You guys gave this one high scores. You're being really nice. This video was actually created by the person who made it. At first I was thinking they just sent in a random meme, but I did double check the account that this video was on. Honestly, it's a great video. It gives me 3 a.m. TikTok vibes. I love it.
Yeah.
However, with the presentation, though it's great, I don't know. I can't really give it a high score because it was an easy video to make. So I think I'm going to give this about a 6.
Oh. All right. Well, that is a final score of 25, which is a contention score. So keep an eye on that one.
Very high quality. Good job, Black Gerald.
Yes.
All right. Our next contestant is BupToad. Love the name. With his video, I had fun making this mess.
This is a great video. I'm just telling you guys.
All right.
I'm ready.
Alright, for my comedy bit, I'm gonna use my zoo to use it for a song that I thought would be pretty funny for. It's a Pokemon Gen 2 Champion Red theme, whatever it's called. Just go for it. Alright, here it is.
Guys, this is the entire thing, and it goes on for about another minute. I'm not cutting this one off, but we can talk over it while it still happens.
I kind of want to keep listening. This is beautiful.
No.
Okay, that was amazing.
It was.
It was terrible, but it was amazing.
It was great. It lasted so long. I loved.
Oh yeah, it was.
You
went off.
You used all of your time.
Yeah. They used all of their time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the fact he didn't call it a kazoo. He called it a zoo.
A zoo.
A zoo, an entire zoo, all of the animals.
Yes, all of them.
All right, concept. It was a good concept actually, because it was random. It was just it gave me old YouTube vibes.
IKEA Vivo says the 4-legged zoo in chat. The 4-legged zoo.
So for concept, I'm gonna have to give this a 7.
7. Okay. As far as pacing goes, you filled all of your time, and there wasn't any dead space whatsoever. but that's also a problem. In the sense that I just listened to Kazoo for 90 straight seconds. And so I did lose interest. So I'm going to give a 6 in pacing.
This video, though it is funny, I think it's another one that wasn't funny on purpose. I think they were legitimately trying to show their talent of playing kazoo. So I feel a little bad about making fun of it in this video here. But you submitted it. You know what you're going up for. I'm going to have to give you a 2.
Oh, that is a final score of 15.
All right.
So our next video is submitted by Caine with the video title My First Ad, Low Quality.
Masks off for a moment. That wasn't funny. Sorry, Jude. Sorry to disappoint you. I had to shave.
Nice 4-4 break, man.
I got tired of
you.
the dry patches on my Eclipse. TeaComfy hat. So, if you're wondering why this segment is rushed next, it's because I had no time. Funny joke. Anyway, you enjoy this ad. I'm gonna go commit.
Does your child find their doctor playset to be a bit boring? Do they wish for their playset to be a bit more cosmetic?
What do you mean by cosmetic?
Introducing the My First Plastic Surgery Kit, the incredible new playset from Caine. Now your child can perform all the surgeries they've seen.
YouTube vibes, and I enjoy it.
It reminds me of an old Jax Films like commercial parody.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of, like old PMS Mondays like content like that. That's exactly what it feels like.
Yes.
Celebrities get without the need of making an appointment. Even mom loves My First Plastic Surgery Kit.
At first, I was going to spend thousands of dollars to have reconstructive surgery on my face. But when I found out about the kit, I was able to have it for free at home and give my kid a career.
That's great, Mom. Each kit comes with all the tools necessary to make those cosmetics great. Pliers, mallets, chisels, forceps, all this and more for a low price of $59.99. Order now and you receive a specialty chainsaw free of charge. Warning, the My First Plastic Surgery Kit is not a toy and should not be treated like a toy. If the child performs surgery on you, Caine is not responsible for any body procedures or damages. As a result, you must seek your doctor immediately. Product is not sold outside the United States. The My First Plastic Surgery Kit. Order and perform today from Caine.
All right.
It was a great video.
That? It is a good video.
That was objectively funny. I enjoyed that thoroughly. He was very well thought out. The concept was beautiful. It was just it really did feel like an old just Jax Films video. I loved it. As far as a score, there were a few other comedy club throwbacks in there, like the multiple masks and the TeaComfy hat. But he knew that he knew what he was doing with that. So I'm gonna give this another 9.
All right. As far as pacing goes, you completely nailed the parody infomercial style. Only thing I will say is that there was a couple places where a few milliseconds could have been shaved off, and that's just one of those things that with experience you get. But I will still give you an 8 because it felt like a very full video, and I enjoyed it a lot.
All right, I really like this one. The editing, objectively, it had some mishaps in it, but that just added to the humor in this one. You were really good at your voiceover. You did a really funny female voice. I think your presentation overall gets an 8.
That score, ladies and gentlemen, puts them at a 25. Which is another contender. Ooh.
All right, guys. Our next contestant is Canadian Quarter with his film, Filmed on Rock.
Oh, this one is, again, another banger. Let's get into it. It said, please give me your merch there in case you missed it. Guys, are you looking at the Larry right now?
I am looking at the Larry.
Yes.
I'm very much looking at the Larry.
Fist-aid! Fist-aid! No!
That was art. That was amazing.
IKEA shouted out the wiggling laugh now text, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic. All right, concept. Holy crap. That was beautiful. Just, it was random. It was loud for no reason. I'm having trouble focusing. I'm just still thinking back on it. It was hilarious. The only setback I had with it was the beans, but even then, even with that, it didn't take away from any of the actual humor. This was a 10.
It was an appropriate beans joke.
Yes.
Okay. I will say the pacing started very strong. There were some places in the middle, like look at this cucumber, that went on a few too many seconds. So I cannot give a perfect score because there were places where it just kind of hung, and you're just sitting there waiting. So I'm gonna give it an 8 in pacing because it was still funny in the way it was all put together with the pacing.
All right. I really like this one. It's the perfect bad kind of like YouTube poopy, montage parody type editing that if you've watched our old Watching Quebs video, you would understand that I appreciate that kind of humor. So I'm going to have to give this presentation an 8.
All right. That is a total tally of 26, which is the highest score so far. So.
I can't believe we gave the highest score to a post.
Not wrong.
You know what? Right. I can believe it.
Yeah, that's it's pretty much our brand. That's our brand.
Exactly. All right, guys. So next up is CandyThePuppy with Merry Thanksgiving.
Okay, it's Thanksgiving again. More food on the table. Just need to learn from last time and not eat a whole bunch. Like I can just have maybe a little bit of the turkey, maybe a little bit of ham, or a little bit of broccoli, but I can't eat. Oh, crap.
What?
It was interesting. I liked the joke.
It was a good joke.
It was like I was watching an animatic, a storyboard for a Jaden Animations video that hasn't been finished yet, which I can understand. You only had a couple days to make these, but should you have maybe leaned in to the I can't make more than 3 frames a little bit more? Should you have maybe done it a little bit more memey than you did?
Right. And I agree with that. The joke was good. So the concept was fine. The execution of that concept, however, was a little lacking. So I'm gonna give this a 5.
5. And
Jude's camera just died at the perfect moment.
Thank you. All right. I am back. I've come back from purgatory. Anyway, well, there was pacing. That was a pace that the video was at. that's what I have to say about that in terms of notes. I really don't know how you could have made it better, because it was really awkward the entire time, so I have to give it like a 2.
The overall presentation of your video, just like I just said, you know, you did 3 frames of animation for it. Again, I don't know your skill level. I don't know how long you actually spent on this. But if you only did 3 frames of animation, at least maybe zoom the frame in, or like move it around, add some effects, do something to it that breaks the illusion of you only doing a little bit of animation work. Overall, your presentation was a little slow. It was a little lackluster. I'm going to have to give you a 4.
Well, that adds up to a total of 11.
All right. So next up is Historical Babes. Love it.
I
Love
love
the
that
Bill and
name.
Ted reference. With his video, Dry Bones Does a Funny .mp4.
A man walks into a bar. Ouch, he says.
He's going after me with the Hank Hill, with the King of the Hill music.
Same here.
It's so good. The pacing of it's really funny, but does it stack up?
That was good. It was funny. It was very funny. It was quick. It was to the point. It was random. It was well thought out. It wasn't perfect. I'm not going to give it a perfect score, but it was really good. I'm going to give it an 8.
All right. I can't say I have anything negative to say about the pacing, because it was the perfect level of just really uncomfortably awkward dead space, which is the best way to use dead space. And I didn't notice anything really jarring about it in that sense that didn't serve the bit. So as far as execution on that, I will give that a 10.
Sorry, I was a little late on that sound effect there, but your presentation for this was great. I loved the crappy animation style. Your sound mixing wasn't god-awful, and your credits bit started at the perfect time and ended at the perfect time. I'm going to have to give you a solid 9.
Ooh. Wow, that is a total of 27. Someone said I'm handing out 10s like candy. I have given out 2, so...
In the last 10 videos.
11 videos.
Yeah, we have to be pretty careful and selective about our scoring. Remember, the person who wins today gets a free merch item from our store. You could get the most expensive thing that we have, or you could get a mug. I don't care. We're giving you a free item unless you live in like Brazil and it's impossible to get it to you.
MWS merch goes to Brazil.
All right, who's our next contestant?
All right, let me find my play. Here we go. All right, so next up is Cherryboy, Comedy Mastermind, with his video, Nnabo.
So this was a reference to last night's stream.
Okay.
It was basically, I was doing tier lists of food, and we had Cinnabon come up, but the cropped in picture on the tier list was just the letters Nnbo. Like, it was Nnabo, and I believe that sample is me doing like a voice changer effect, and that was the joke. However, it wasn't really... It doesn't really last too much longer than last night's stream, and as two people who were not in the stream, it did not seem that funny to you.
No, that had zero relevance if you weren't
so,
in for the joke.
Yeah, so for those of you who weren't there, like myself, nobody knew what was going on. So as a joke itself, the concept is not great. It's a good callback for people who were there, but everybody else, it's just missing completely. So this might be my first 0
I actually cannot identify any form of pacing, as there wasn't setup, or I guess there was a punchline, but the setup would have been watching an entire other stream, which in regard to pacing is awful, because that means your joke requires 3+ hours of context. So I have to as well give it a 0 in that regard.
I'm going to be a little bit more forgiving because you know what? I'm not judging the actual joke. I'm judging how you made the joke. And honestly, this was pretty good. It was funny, crappy editing humor. It was a little short though, and I wish you would have done like some music for your second slide. I'm going to give you a 6.
Well, in case you have no capacity to do math, the total score was 6.
Wow, I can't believe it. Must be a runner-up.
All right, guys. So our next contestant is Chumbkin The Pumpkin with their video, My MWS Comedy Club 3 Submission Thing, lol.
At least they're honest.
Yeah.
Alright. Check this out.
Oh! Shoot! Oh! Oh!
I like that.
I like it a lot.
I was having doubts about it at first, and then it just got infinitely better as it kept going. And then the JonTron reference at the end really hit home with me, because I love JonTron so much. Chumbo, I have to give you props. That was really good. I appreciated that. I'll have to give the concept of the actual joke itself probably an 8. That was objectively funny.
Okay. I really don't like how dry your hands are, but that has nothing to do with the bit. You just it was really disgusting listening to you do that. In terms of pacing, it was generally almost awkward, but not quite. It was still funny, and that's why I'm gonna give it a 7.
Well, your presentation for this was good. I will have to admit, the music was mixed a little bit too loud. But honestly, the bar is pretty low when it comes to comedy club videos. I would have also preferred for your keyframing on JonTron to maybe hit a little bit harder on his shoulder. Kind of looked like you just went rip and you didn't do anything to him, but the joke still stands. I'm going to have to give you a solid 7 as well.
All right, and that gives you a total score of 22. It's a pretty respectable score.
Not bad.
Pretty respectable score. You could be in contention for part 4. Just stick around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next up is TheStarsCallToMe with his submission, CC3 submission. TheStarsCallToMe. Oh, sorry. No, this is CC3 Sumbition.
Sumbition. Yep.
Sumbition. That might have actually
Yes.
been me misspelling that, but we'll see when the file name pops up.
Exactly.
Hello, everybody. Today we're watching the Cats movie. Josiah died while editing this.
Okay.
What?
I have to give him props for the cutouts of our faces.
Yes.
It was a little creepy, but it added to it. The fact that you were too lazy to come up with more was still kind of funny. But I personally would have liked to see more from that.
Yeah.
But for what he had, it was pretty funny. I'll give it a 6.
I was generally, I am literally a little uncomfortable by the fact that somebody has paper cutouts of our faces somewhere. Did you say a 6? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I didn't write down the wrong thing. Okay. In terms of pacing, it was awkward. It was really awkward. You still delivered the jokes though, so I'm gonna give it a 5.
Hi, it's me, Josiah, back from the dead. Your joke was pretty good. The concept of it I liked. The execution, however, you cut off your lines really weird in your edit, and I know you edited because obviously you cut between these different shots. And also a weird aspect ratio. Why is it 4:3? Just stretch it out or something. I'm sorry. You edited the video. You could have cropped it in or something. I'm gonna have to give the overall execution of this or presentation of this, especially since you did the cardboard or the printout faces, I'm gonna have to give it a solid 6.
Josiah, you're out of focus. That tallies you to a total of 17.
All right.
That means you didn't fail the test, but you didn't do great either.
It was funny, but
yes.
Yeah. All right. So next up is none other than Cran, our boy Cran, better known apparently as Cranta Claus, with his video just practicing guitar.
Oh no. Oh no.
This should be good.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just practicing guitar. Then what are all those oranges doing there? What oranges? Oh. Also, who are you?
Why, I'm Spider-Man, of course.
Of course.
As I always say, an apple a day keeps the goblin away.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, you mean the doctor in the closet?
The what?
Hello, yes, I'm a doctor. Of music.
Wow. I did not know he was here.
Yeah, it's fine. Most people don't. And I personally really like goldfish crackers. They're the best.
Okay, how do I keep getting random food?
It's not random, though. Behold.
What is that?
It's a cell phone. What won't they think of next? Anyway, there's an app for this. Hey Siri, tell this uninformed gentleman about Squarespace, the sponsors for today's video.
Hold up. This is not a sponsored video.
How should you know? You're literally wearing 10 shirts.
I wouldn't even doubt it at this point.
Anyway, we should probably worry about our friend the doctor.
Why?
He's trying to eat your guitar.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's enough of that.
Isn't it, though? Anyway, I don't even know why I bothered talking to you.
Why? Because you're insane?
No, because you're literally a filing cabinet.
Wow.
That was so good.
Wow.
That was amazing, actually.
Wow. Cran. Wow. That was perfect.
It was random equals funny humor, but it worked. Your execution was amazing.
Yeah. It was completely random, but he executed so well.
It's like a Scott the Woz bit. Like, it's really random, but it works.
Oh my god, that easy 10. Like, that was beautiful in every way. I have no complaints.
All right. Everyone in chat is pushing for a perfect 30, and I understand. My only thing is there might have been a couple cases where you might have cut your sentences a little close in the editing, but it ended up working. So the least I can give this is probably a 9.
I love this video. I love the pacing. I love the concept. However, your framing sometimes had your head like cut off at the top. I understand. It looks like you recorded this on a webcam, so I don't know how you set this up. But because of the stuff being cut off physically in the frame, and because of the weird aspect ratio, I'm gonna have to bump you down 1 point and make it a 9.
All right, that puts you at our highest tally at 28, so feel pretty good about that. You could end up winning this thing. We'll see. We still have a lot to go through.
Good job, Caine. I'm proud of you.
That was really good.
I love it so much.
Dude, the filing cabinet killed me.
If this doesn't end up winning, I want to just commend you for making just a really solid video and keep working at that, because that showed a lot of potential. That was really good.
Yeah, chat is saying Stan Cran, because Cran has always been a great member in our Discord server and everywhere else that he exists or they exist.
Oh yeah. All right, well, let's move on. So next up is Invisible Boy with his video Bean.
Spoon. Can opener. Bean. Oh, look at that.
This is going on for so long.
Soothing. Good stuff. Happy Thanksgiving.
No.
Okay, so I appreciate the wholesome Happy Thanksgiving at the end. That's about all I appreciated from this video, though, not gonna lie. It was drawn out. It was awkward. Yeah, if you would have done something funny, it would have been fine. Like, I commend the fact that you just literally just ate beans. But as we said earlier, beans are kind of going out of,
it's not like beans are disgusting either way.
Right, and like, yeah, like I would eat those. I would eat those beans. Maybe not those specific beans, because ew. But I'm gonna have to give this a 0. I'm sorry.
Well, it had a pace ? You started out with the beginnings of the pace of a joke, and then you just sat there and ate for the remainder of your time. And so, that being said, I will not give you a full 0, because you started okay, but it got really awkward and boring as it went, so I will give it a 1.
Chat is saying F right now, and I do agree. The problem that I have with this video's presentation is that when I put it in the editing software to get it all ready for this, it was an uncut. You heard the mouse click at the beginning and end. He recorded in OBS, and he uploaded straight from that. But there's a plot twist. You saw when he sped up that little, like, bean opening sequence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he edited that. He made that faster, but he did not fix the rest of his pacing. I made every cut. I made every cut in that video.
He didn't trim the ends. But
no,
he made
you can hear the
edit.
mouse click at the beginning and end.
Yikes.
Big yikes indeed. You edited the wrong thing, and for that, you get an actual 0 for knowing how to edit but not actually editing.
Well, in case you are capable of math, that totals out to a 1. Also, Josiah, your camera keeps trying to only show the tree, and it's hilarious.
I'm
It is
sorry.
Kind of funny. I have been laughing at that for a while.
Yeah, it's like this is what's in focus now is just
Hey, camera, it's me.
The camera's like, but that tree though.
I did spend a lot of time on it. You like the Weeping Angel?
I do. I like your tree. It is a very nice tree.
That makes me so happy. What doesn't make me happy is you don't know how to make a spreadsheet. Anyway.
It worked when I tested it, but I've honestly never really used Google Sheets that much.
You didn't test more than one line at once, so it's trying to combine the scores of two different people at the same time.
Oh no! Just clear the formatting out of that. Bran, who is our next person?
All right, our next contestant is Lady of the Beans with her video, Carol of the Taco Bells.
This is the whole thing.
Is it the whole entire song just using that sample?
Most of it, yeah.
Okay.
Somebody in chat said, "Give me the sound font."
Honestly, it's a good concept. I like it. As a very big fan of the sound, as you can see by the fact I have it on my soundboard, I thought it was really funny. I think it dragged out for a while.
Yeah.
And that made it a little less funny because eventually it just got really annoying to listen to. So I'm gonna give this a 7 because it's funny, but it's just a little bit too long for my personal preference.
Well, that I guess plays into my judging of it a little bit. Yeah, it was generally too long. Like if it had been maybe 15 seconds, you could have gotten away with that. It just went on long enough that two people who deal with overstimulation were both like, So I have to give it a 5 in pacing because it's not like there was anything dead about it. It just went on long.
All right. So to give you a little bit of context for this video, they did say they didn't make it specifically for the comedy club. However, they were the ones who made it. So to be fair, they didn't create the video with the pacing of us in mind. They just made it as a meme. And as most meme YouTube songs exist, you know, they normally just do the whole song even if the bit is too long. Your photo slideshow is not in time with the music, and you could have maybe thrown in a different sound or two for like the beat or the drums in the song instead of just using the Taco Bell sound for everything. So for those shortcomings, I'm going to have to give it a solid 6.
Alrighty, that will put this one at a solid 18.
All right.
Respect.
Next up is Lemon with the video Boot Scootin' Boogie.
Good job. On my way when it's quitting time. I hit the door running. I followed the pickup truck with the hard done. And they see when music is slow. And I can't stop down the flying down the highway, should I wait?
I feel like I wasn't supposed to watch that.
Yeah. This felt like a home video that should not have made it out in the public.
Yeah, like did they accidentally pick the wrong video when they sent it into the Discord or something?
However, I am glad it is here. I am very glad. The concept is hilarious. It has that awkward vibe, to where it's like, Are we really supposed to be sitting here watching this? This felt like I walked in on my roommate doing something really stupid for a TikTok, and then she just kept going with it.
That is exactly what this feels like.
And it's amazing, and it goes so well. I'm gonna have to give this an 8.
In terms of pacing, I wasn't sure where it was going to go, but it just kept making me laugh the longer it went on. Because again, it felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. So I don't have any genuine complaints about the pacing necessarily. So I think I'll give it probably a 9 on pacing.
You guys see that security camera back there? That's what this video was filmed on. I know, I was the security camera. But that's what's so perfect about it. It feels so candid. It feels like something I'm not supposed to watch, but I did double check. It is their video, and they were the ones who sent it in. So it's hilarious. I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing when they sent it in. So I'm going to have to give this an 8 for presentation. They didn't do anything particularly special, but it works.
That goes up for a final total. That is words of that adds up as a 25.
Wow, a 25.
Good job, Lemon. All right. So next up is Done with his video title. Please help, you're just going to turn me into a guitar. If you couldn't hear that, it's because that is all one word.
Please help, Jude is going to turn me into a guitar.
.mp4.
I was named, so I should pay close attention, I guess.
You should.
Hello, my name is Dunn. Instead of me being
That's not Dunn, that's Brendan.
Yeah, that's jeez.
That is me.
funny, I'm going to teach you how to be funny. I definitely didn't steal this idea from anyone else. Step 1. Don't. Just use sound effects with reverb.
Okay. I can't tell. I mean, obviously this is a bit. Obviously. And it was very funny. It had old YouTube video vibes just because of the step 1 and the don't. Like that was good. I laughed at that. I got a chuckle out of that.
Guys, chat is saying loud equals funny. You don't understand. They set themselves up for loud equals funny. They are self-aware about it.
That was literally the entire point of this. Was
Actually,
loud equals funny.
Chat said luad equals funny, so.
Yeah, and then the first time actually they said lewd equals foony.
Foony, yeah. We'll get there eventually.
We will say that.
Okay.
So for the overall concept, it was obviously a jab at me and Jude being loud all the time, which was great because yeah.
I'm the quiet one. Everyone knows that.
As you know, Brendan and I have the most intense streams where we're so loud.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Josiah is the quiet, reserved one.
Oh yeah, he is so quiet. We all know that. So
I'm so f***ing quiet.
So I would have liked to see this a little more fleshed out. I feel like it was very quick. It was very short, and that kind of took away from it a little bit. I feel like if it was a little bit more fleshed out and detailed, I think it would have been a lot more funny. But I'm going to give it a 6.
6. All right.
Sorry about the delay.
That was... It was like, Josiah, for pacing, I give you 0 for that. I don't know what that was. Anyway. All right. So, there were places of that video that were well paced. The awkward silence, though, went on just a little too long, to the point where it went past like, oh, haha, when is something gonna happen, to like, it felt unintentional. It felt like you couldn't find the button for the sound effect, and we were just sitting there listening. So
I think that's what makes it good, though.
I think it was past the point of that, almost, of like...
That's the point, is it's past the point of it being funny. So it's elevated. It's next level Big
true.
Brian.
It's uncomfortable. I'm not going to give it a bad score, and I'm not going to give it a really good score either, because I have to judge this fairly based on how I feel about it. So I'm going to give it a 7 in pacing.
I love this video so much. It is hilarious. Feels like something that I would find in our memes channel on Discord. It's great. I love it so much. I do have problems with it though. I wish while we were waiting for the fart with extra reverb.mp3 sound effect that you maybe like slowly zoomed in on that screenshot of Jude, or maybe did something a little bit extra like that, just because you did leave that a lot of dead air. It almost makes it feel like the video is frozen or broken. So I would rather have it maybe do it like a slow zoom or something like that. So I will have to give this video a 7.
Well, that adds up to a very nice and even 20. So feel good about that. That's not a bad score at all. You got a 20.
Shuppa. Feel good.
All right, so our next video comes from the evil Mr. Dark. And his video is Robotnik's Facts About Beans.
Greetings, you repulsive rampant rapscallions. My name is Dr. Robotnik, and I'm here with you today to share a few interesting facts about beans. Approximately 71,089 people in the world have the last name of Bean. You could have been talking to one right now and not even know it. Every hour in Great Britain, 38.5 tons of baked beans are consumed. To put it in perspective, that's the roughly equivalent weight of 5 elephants. If the British were eating elephants, they'd all be extinct by now. The ruffians. In ancient Greece, minor public officials were elected by drawing beans. Those who drew white beans were elected for their position. So if there's anyone to blame for Greece's horrible, horrible debt, it's your fault. If you ever ate a white bean in your life, you could have solved this problem, but you did nothing. Thus concludes my mean bean facts for the day. If you want any more, go look them up yourselves.
Dude, the production of that video, it was so well edited, and your Robotnik impression was so good. Even for being a beans meme, I was genuinely interested about those facts. How did you do that?
So this wasn't just a bean meme. This was a bean masterpiece. This was because it wasn't just haha funny beans. This was actual facts about beans, spoken in probably one of the best Robotnik impressions I've ever heard.
This was Robotnik GCP Grey, and I don't know how else to put that.
If this man is not a voice actor, he better be a voice actor.
I know, it was so good.
Coming from a person who apparently became famous based off of voice impressions, that was amazing.
Yeah.
The concept, despite it being beans, was executed so well.
Yeah, chat's saying
mad at me for being dyslexic.
Chat's talking about being class as well. That was a legitimate being class, everybody.
Yes, that was bean class. I have learned something. I laughed a lot, and I am overall just very impressed.
What is your score, my friend?
This is a 10.
I have zero problems with the pacing in this video. This was so beautifully constructed. You went to the effort of editing a video, and clearly you watched it back, killed all dead space, you made it interesting. I was gripped through the video, and so I'm going to have to give a 10.
Here's where it gets real. So, your video was really good. It was really well edited. I feel like I was watching an actual YouTube video uploaded by an actual YouTuber, which so far only our intro contestant has had that vibe. However, some of your images were very zoomed in. Like, zoomed way too in. Just zoom it a little bit, but don't zoom it into the point where it's just a single color on the screen. I'm very sorry. Other than that, your editing, of course, you know how to edit. You have the Robotnik impression down to a T, which is a part of your presentation, of course. I'm gonna have to give this a 9.
Ooh. So you do not have Comedy Club in the bag yet because we haven't had one with a perfect score, but you have a 29, which means you could very well win this thing. So stick around to find out.
All right. Man, that was great. All right. Next up, we have Galactic Geek with a preview of my next video.
Hey kid. Hey kid.
Hi kid. You want to buy a tactical shovel?
What?
A tactical shovel, don't you know?
That was funny.
Yeah, it was.
It was very funny.
Yes. It started off kind of scary, not gonna lie. I like the setup to the joke. I liked the cough into the Hank Hill impression, which, by the way, was very nice. It was random. It was unexpected, and that's what I like. I like when I like unexpected humor, stuff like that. And he did it really well, because I didn't know what was coming at all. I'm gonna have to give this not a perfect score, because there could have been a lot more added to it, but I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. Well, in regard to pacing, it was it almost felt a little slow. It felt like you were almost unsure of the bit you were doing, which I'm sure will play into presentation, so I don't want to go too far over into Josiah's area, but you did feel a little unsure, and in regards to that, you still delivered your joke, and it still worked out and still was very funny, but I do think it could have been delivered more efficiently, which is why I will give it an 8 myself.
This video was pretty good. I wish you would have recorded it horizontally, but I understand you probably set your phone up somewhere, recorded using Snapchat or TikTok. It's not that big of a deal that you recorded vertically in these modern times. The only problem I really have with it is that, like my friend Jude over here said, it was a little slow at the start. You weren't very confident in your bit, and because you did an edit, I'm gonna have to judge you on how well you presented yourself on camera. And in this case, I don't think you presented yourself well until you actually decided to execute on your bit, and therefore I'm gonna have to give you an 8.
All right, that tallies up to a 24 for you. Feel good about that. That is a very good score.
That's not a bad score.
Not at all.
All right. Next up is Galaxy Child Art with microwave comedy video submission. Straight to the point.
Hello there, Microwave Society boys! As you know, this iconic picture right here is this emote right here. And yes, that is me.
And I think because that's a little bit outdated, we're gonna upgrade that right now.
Okay, I got the fit to suit the ears.
I've officially achieved cat girl.
Alrighty. Get ready for some new emotes. Or
Or just redo that one. There we go.
Well, there you have it. In all its glory. Beautiful.
There's a lot to unpack here.
I have very mixed feelings about this video.
Same.
So
Okay.
it's not like it's weird. It's a good, well executed idea, but it's not a comedy club video. I'm sorry.
This isn't my area to judge. This is Josiah's, but you changed aspect ratios at least 5 times, and it was really jarring to watch. But that won't factor into my score. But why?
Yeah, it's because you can tell she recorded on TikTok and then put the TikTok into iMovie to add like the effects and stuff.
All right.
So, as a concept, I really appreciated the throwback to the dab emote. I loved that. I loved that you wanted to upgrade the dab emote, and we're definitely going to, by the way.
Yeah, I still need to do it, but I am going to add that as an actual emote in the Discord server.
Yeah, definitely going to be a new emote there. In the sense of comedy club, though, that was definitely a meme, and I appreciate the effort. But as far as comedy club goes, that doesn't quite hit the mark for me. So I'm probably going to give this, and I'm sorry, a 4.
Ooh. In regard to pacing, it was very fast. But something that comes along with pacing is that it is the correct pace for you to be able to follow along with what is happening. And I struggled in places with that. So I'm gonna have to give it a 6.
So, you edited an iMovie and used TikTok to record your video. Respectable. You're using your resources very well. However, your presentation overall wasn't super great. You could have been a little bit more clear in how you speak, going back to Jude's point about us not knowing how to follow along. I understood this joke because I am in the Discord server and I knew what you were going for. However, outside of the context that it's already supposed to be in, it's not that great. And the editing was respectable for iMovie, but it still wasn't great. I'm going to have to give this a 5.
All right. Well, you at least made it to the 15 mark, which is something you should feel good about, Galaxy. All right.
And remember, we love you.
Yeah.
None of this is personal.
This is tough luck. We're making content, so none of this is personal to any of you.
Exactly. All right. So next up is GunningBako, however you say that, I don't know. So I'm sorry if I butchered it. With the brand new item, the can. Smiley face.
Introducing the brand new item, the can. It can have literally anything. You ever wanted guns? Well, now we have it in a can. You ever wanted content in life? In a can. Actual in real life friends in a can.
Is he
eating them?
Can.
He is eating them.
Spicy ribs. Oh god. Oh.
No.
As you can tell, it's so much you get overwhelmed by its glory. Introducing the can. Buy it today.
That was loaded.
You know what? I like that.
I do too. I have to be completely honest.
Yeah, you have to respect the eating of the paper to go. He was dedicated to this meme.
I was a little weirded out. I was a little weirded out at first because it's like, is he eating it? What's happening?
Yeah, like I was listening to him talk, and I heard his voice getting more and more muffled, and I'm like, what?
He's eating it.
Is he? Yeah, and I realized he was eating them as he was going, which only made it funnier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, yeah, the face reveal, like, nice.
Let's score him.
So, as a joke, as a concept, like the concept of the joke, I liked it a lot. It was thought out. It was executed well. It was random and it was funny. I'll give this a 9.
Well, I'm at a decision here. I really liked the way you paced out eating it because it built intrigue. So we're sitting there just listening to you gradually get more muffled until we figured out what was going on, and then you capped it off by essentially vomiting it into the trash can. I thought that was really, really beautiful execution. I really don't have much negative to say in regard to your pacing. That was very well paced out. I liked that. That was really good setup and execution.
What is your score?
Oh yeah, I didn't say. I just wrote it down, and you just have to assume.
I saw it pop up on my screen, and then you just didn't say it. It was kind of funny.
I am giving this another 10 for today. So,
first of all, I want the gun in the can so bad. It would be so convenient.
Can we sell it on our merch store?
This gun on the shelf, it's not as convenient as gun in a can. Okay? It's just not. So, I love your idea. I know I'm not supposed to rate the idea, but I'm going to state that I love your idea. For my actual rating, I'm going to have to give you a 10 because you shot everything correctly and you had the perfect camera movement. You didn't edit your video, but it still worked without any editing, so you get an actual 10.
This makes the second 29, which means you two still in contention. We really don't know what's going to happen unless we give somebody a perfect score. So we'll see.
It's exciting.
Yep. Very exciting. All right. So next up is Happy Burger, also known as Jolly Burger. With this video, please buy my product. I can't feed my 5 children.
Hi, I'm Happy Burger 57, and have you ever been in this situation? Wow, I'm so tired of getting rid of hostages with this tiny little pistol. Then boy oh boy, do we have a product for you. Introducing the 3-in-1 pistol.
Now you may be wondering, what does it even do for me? Now, let me pass it off to my good friend to tell you all about our product. Now you may be wondering, what does it do? Well, I'll tell you all about it. We got the pump action pistol. We also got the gangster pistol. And last but certainly not least, the pistol. Wow, that's amazing. This product is great, and you should buy today.
I love it. I straight up love it. There's some issues with it, but I still love it.
I agree. Okay. It's a really good video, and I just want to tell you, before we give you ratings, you have a lot of potential. I can tell you're younger. You have a ton of potential. So keep working at your craft here, because that was really, really good.
Yeah, it was really funny, and you couldn't really see the full bit at the end. I'm sorry, Ren. You couldn't really see the full bit at the end, but he had like a payment, and there was like an Obama graphics card. It was like you can pay with that. All of your jokes were really, really funny.
Oh yeah. He executed them all very, very well. It was well paced out. It was well thought out. It was just random enough to be funny, and it wasn't too random to where you just couldn't follow along with it. I'm a huge fan of the pistol. I think I might have to buy that. How many Obamas is it?
He's in chat right now. You got to answer. Happy. How many Obamas is the pistol? You're in chat. I see you.
I might have a few spare Obamas lying around, so I might have to buy the pistol. So as far as
one of the Obama's kidney, he said.
I think I can do that for you.
Thank you, Dunn, for the Wikipedia article.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Anyway.
All right, so as far as the concept behind the joke, it was fantastic. It was perfect. I have no complaints at all. That's a 10.
All right. As I said, you have tons of potential, and I really like the direction you're going with it.
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more.
In saying that, I do have to be fair, because I'm a judge here, and I have to hold everyone to the same standard. The only thing I can say is that there were a couple little points in pacing where I felt like there was a little too much of a gap between your bits and just little things you need to clean up. So I can't give it a perfect score, but I can give it a 9.
I really like this video, and honestly, I can tell this is one of your first times editing, but you did it very well. And honestly, for a vertical video, most people that have been doing vertical videos, not good editing. You actually did a lot of good editing and bits in your vertical video. If you put this on something like TikTok or something, I can see it getting a ton of likes and a ton of views. It's really good. My only issue with the editing is, like Jude said, it goes into pacing as well, is that some of your some of your lines, they had a little bit of hang time that you probably could have cut off. And your music was a little too loud. It was too high up in the mix. But considering that I'm sure you're just starting out, I'm going to have to just give you an 8. Yeah, a solid, respectable 8.
Puts you at a solid 27, which, if this is one of your first things you've ever done, you did amazing, and I want you to do something for the next comedy club if we end up doing one. So
oh yeah,
for comedy club 4000.
That was very respectable. Very good job, Happy Burger. We're very proud of you. All right, guys, next up is one of our mods, Hawk, with I'm Not Funny.
Ooh, Hawk.
This is such a good video too.
I'm so excited.
To the people of Comedy Club, I am not a funny man. For my form of humorous quips, you would not be a fan. Oh, I do not tell jokes, them and I don't get along. So instead I'll just sing about it to the tune of my university's fight song.
Oh yeah, he's gonna dance too. What? I didn't agree to that. Yes, you did. Well, what am I supposed to do? I haven't prepared anything. Improvise. Oh, sure. With what? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Do it. Fine.
I'm not funny, I sing to you. I'm not funny, so sad but true. You will not chuckle, whoop and or holler, I can promise you. You won't laugh if you laugh, but it's good for you. For my humor is now yours too. Now I must tell you, this might upset you, but now you're not funny too.
Well, at least I am done with that disaster. Faster? Alrighty then. No, wait.
Wow.
That Hawk, what in the world?
Dude.
You wrote a song.
I know
He legit wrote a song.
You're just a really good dude already, and we love you. And we had no idea that you could do something this just beautiful, and I'm so proud of you.
He said he stole the instrumental from his college, but still you had to write the lyrics, you had to sing it, you had to do the dance, you had to do all the scripting. Dude,
Hawk. Oh wait, hold on. Hawk isn't even here right now. He's filming a wedding, so he doesn't even get to see his score yet.
Bruh.
Hey, you know what though? Well, this is going to be a very pleasant surprise for him, I think.
Yes. Because
this was beautiful. The effort he put in to this joke was phenomenal. I have obviously no complaints at all. I have nothing but praise for my voice buddy. Solid 10. Good job. Man. Good job.
Beautiful pacing. Absolutely gorgeous pacing. You wrote a song, you incorporated bits into the song, and it finished so perfectly. You made us laugh after the song was over, which I wasn't expecting a bit after the song, and it was beautiful. I have to give you a 10.
Hawk, I know you're gonna be watching the clip or the VOD of this. Shout out to you, bro. I'm so glad you were recommended for a mod from everybody, because we added you at a time where I wasn't really paying attention to the Discord, but we've grown a lot since then. Anyways, dude, I love your video. I have nothing wrong with it except for one thing. The only thing that I don't like about your video is that it's a little hard to hear your voice in the mix with the music. Everything else is absolutely perfect. All you needed to do was add a little bit of highs into your vocal mix there, and that would have bumped you to a 10, but unfortunately, I do have to give you a 9.
Ooh. Man. Well, that puts us at another 29, which
we're getting a lot of people in the chat saying give him a 29.5.
See, the thing, I'm doing this for drama, so at the very end we have a couple of contenders that we have to pick from. I'm doing it for drama. If it was purely just like, I would probably put him at 10, but I have to do it for the content, dude.
That's fair. And we're also only halfway into the list, so we have a lot to see. Also, perfect content is rare to come by. But
that
we'll
was very close to perfect content.
That was,
my problems with it are legitimate. I do think he could have done a little bit of something with his vocals to make them easier to hear.
You're right.
I'm seeing a lot of people saying 29.5. We don't have decimals in our rating system. Otherwise, I would probably do that.
I honestly, the one thing I was thinking about the video, to be fair, was that the audio could have been better, but that wasn't my element to judge. So
yeah, and we're also the CEOs of audio, so we always have to make sure that every single piece of our audio sounds great.
Exactly. It has to always sound great.
Oh, Hawk stopped in for a second.
Hawk, my friend, you scored a 29 out of 30, so you are in contention to win. So,
all right. And with that, next up we have Bean named Joseph with Big Funny, Very Comedy.
Boy, I sure love playing with my new hammer. Would be a shame if I broke Dad's bowling plate. Uh-oh. Blame it on Carrot. You always blame it on Carrot. It's gonna kill me. Chopper.
It's Laura's fault she broke the plate, it's true.
And now, the Fireside Chats with Joseph.
This episode of VeggieTales just shows how irresponsible Laura's parents are. These things should be locked away. When you think about it, apple choppers are really just guillotines in this universe. Like, look at this friendly apple. Now it's a dead apple. What do you think of that? What do you think of that, bearded men?
Dude, I love the shirt you're wearing. I'm glad you bought it.
Dude, that is such a nice shirt.
We gotta appreciate the merch plug there.
Yo, he has the best merch item too. He has the most expensive, the best shirt that we make.
I've heard that you can buy that specific shirt on our store,
and it's on sale right now. It's on sale right now. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's on sale for Black Friday. 25% off shop.mws.media.
That specific shirt is not 25% off, but other things are.
Thanks for telling me that. I know how my company works. Anyway, it's on sale though, so you should check it out. You should put the merch link in chat. Anyway. All right.
He just puts it 3 times. All right. So, Joseph, I liked your previous submissions in the previous comedy clubs. You always were very funny, and this did not disappoint. I enjoyed this very much. I liked the Larry Boy video references. I liked the merch plug, obviously. You did a good job. I liked the apple chopper. That was really funny to me for no reason. It could have been a bit funnier. As you know, nothing is perfect. Everything could be a little funnier. I would have to give this personally an 8.
I really struggled to follow some pacing. You went after some of my humor with the voice crack voice, some of that stuff, but unfortunately that's not what I'm necessarily judging. It was a little weird to follow, so I have to give it a 6 in pacing.
All right, so this video's humor is next level. And we forgot to leave in the joke about the apple chopper in the VeggieTales video that we just came out with. So thank you for completing all the obvious jokes that, or not quite obvious, but all the jokes that could have been made about that episode. Music went away. I'm starting it again. Anyway, the only real problem I have with your video is just like Jude said, it's a little hard to follow. I did go in there and I cut a couple of things because you did have your video stretched out a little bit too long, so I just cut the parts down. I've done that to a couple of these. It's fair enough, in my opinion. But other than that, I'm going to probably have to give you about a 7 for your editing. You need to make sure that your vocals or your voice comes through a little bit more clearly. And I would also recommend filming, not in a square. Stop with the weird aspect ratios, guys.
That comes out to a total of 21. As we are just a little over halfway through, is it cool if we take just a couple minutes of an intermission, guys? Because I don't have water.
You don't have water?
I ran out.
Well, I guess I can run an ad and do another merch plug. All right, guys, you got 60 seconds. All right, guys, make sure you pick up this shirt. Make sure you pick up shirts. Make sure you pick up hats, dude. Hats. Look at it. It's a hat on a banana. It's really funny, dude. You gotta love the banana. This hat right now, this specific hat, I believe it's $21.99 right now. That's the cheapest the hat has ever been. The hat is at such a good price right now. I don't think you can believe it. This shirt right now, I believe it's $25.99. These shirts are normally $30, dude. They're expensive to make. You gotta pick one up right now while it's on sale. The Black Friday sale happens through Monday, so make sure you pick up your merch before the sale ends on Monday night. I'm just here now. I'm here. I'm gotta be entertaining. Look at this hat. Look at that. It's embroidered. You can feel how embroidered it is. It's embroidery. It says stuff on the front and it says stuff on the back. It's so embroidered and it's so nice. Jude, tell them how nice the hat is.
The hat is actually just purely lovely. It's so lovely. If you want to look like a dad taking your kids to Disney World and you're happy and you're not getting into a divorce, you should buy that hat because it is a lovely hat. I absolutely. What does Bren think of it?
What does Bren think of the hat?
Yeah.
Really love the input there, Bren.
Yeah,
Make sure you go and pick up some merch. Our Black Friday sale is happening right now.
Man, lovely. You guys should check out the merch store. Oh, there he is. There's the man. He's back. Oh, look at that man.
Hello.
Brendan, who is the next person up for the comedy club?
All right, where'd my water go? Here it is. All right, next up is Microwaved Beans with How to Do the Funny Ha-Ha.
Oh, I think he's going to teach us how to do the funny ha-ha. What do you think, Jude?
I think he is.
Googly.
I'll have a burger, please. Your food should be here in a few minutes.
A few minutes later, if only real restaurants were this quick.
So, how's your food? Oh, I haven't tried. I'm doing pretty good. What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay. That was a video.
I think it could have been more funny if you led into like the kind of meme like vibes of it, like the text-to-speech voice you did. That was funny, but you just kind of need to lean into that a little bit more.
That was, yeah, it felt misguided on its execution is my best way to put that.
Yeah, as a concept, I kind of get what you were going for the random humor. As far as execution goes, it was interesting to say the least. I personally didn't find it to be, roll out of my chair hilarious, but I could see how some people could find it funny. I would give this personally a 3.
I don't have much to say about the pacing. I can't give it two just incredibly low scores because, it's not like we had to watch a stream to understand where you were going with it. You attempted at a general amount of pacing. So I have to probably give this a 4.
I think this video was going for something, and it shot, and it unfortunately missed. I can appreciate you drawing and coming up with original art for your video. I appreciate that a lot. However, you need to make sure that you make your cuts at the right places, and you add your memes at the right time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you a 3.
All right, that adds up to a total score of 10.
All right. Next up is InsertStephenHere with MWS.mp4.
Okay guys, so I'm here on the Meat Locker Discord for the Microwave Society, and Josiah announced this thing for a live comedy show. But first, I feel like everyone needs to know what the definition of a Microwave Society is. So I'm just going to open up a new tab on Google, Microwave Society definition. And let's see. Oh, we have one for Urban Dictionary, so let's just open that up now. Wait, what? Everyone please rise for the national anthem. Huh.
Huh.
Beans.
So, beans. We've had this come up a few times already. The bean joke, it's on its way out. However, my loud equals funny part of my brain thought that was hilarious still for no reason.
Beans!
Stop it. And the fact that apparently an Urban Dictionary page for us exists. I don't know if that was real or not.
It's not real. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break the fourth wall there, but it is fake.
No, it's okay. That's okay, because that helps me. That helps me. That helps me judge. Because that just means that he made that. Or somebody made that for this specific purpose. And that is also funny to me. However, since it had to do with since the entire punchline of the joke was just beans, that just brings the whole thing way down in my book. So while it is still kind of funny, I'm gonna have to give this a 5.
I'm trying to think back on elements of the video for me to judge. And unfortunately, the pacing was not great. You essentially, I felt like I was watching a Discord screen share of somebody going to Urban Dictionary, and I feel like that could have been executed better. So you still executed a joke, so I have to give you points for that. But
yeah, that's how this entire thing works.
Well, I can give him a 0, but there was a joke, so that had build up, but it was really slow, so I'm gonna give it a 4.
The editing and the way you put this together was actually pretty good. As Jude said, however, pacing was a little slow, and you edited this whole thing, I'm assuming, so you could have fixed the pacing up a little bit. The actual, the beans! I love the effect you did on that. You deep fried it to hell, and it was great. I'm going to have to give you a very solid and respectable 5.
Well, that puts you at the score of 14.
All right. Next up is Wimbo, the Ghost of Christmas Future, with videozero.mov.
Wimbo, yo, this should be fun.
What's good?
This is good.
Wimbo, you knew that would get me. That's not fair. This is the problem with some of these people knowing us.
I know, it was so great.
Okay, so as a concept, it was just a dab. It's literally just a dab, and while it got me, for some reason.
Chat saying ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, I saw that. Wimbo, I love you. You're great.
Chat also just said you just got Wimboed. You just got Wimboed.
Why do I feel like that's going to be a thing now? It got me. I laughed. We love you, your squad. But as far as an actual comedy bit goes, it's just a dab. I'm gonna have to give it a 2.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Pacing wise, you cut off at the perfect time of the dab. That made me happy in my heart that you didn't just dab and then drop your hands and we sat there for half a second like some videos would be like. So I'm going to give you, since there wasn't really a huge amount of build up, but there was a little bit of a build up and a punchline, even though it was a dab, I'll give you an 8.
Guys, there wasn't much presentation to this video, but the presentation that was there was pretty good. Maybe use a little bit of a brighter light next time. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna give you a solid 8.
All right, Wimbo, that gives you not an 189, an 18. That gives
189.
You...
He just wins 6 times. Good job, Wimbo.
No, you got an 18. That's a pretty solid score. To be fair, that made me laugh, because you apparently know what makes me laugh, but we have to judge it on all aspects.
It made me laugh so much harder than it should have.
The first time I saw it, when I was putting all this together, I died. I will admit I died.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next up is Jart Studios with my submission, I guess.
Cheese.
Hello, Microwave Society. My name is Pablo, and today I am here to make a funny video for your live comedy show. Whoa, comedy equals... You're probably wondering what's in my beanie. Well, let me show you. Inside my beanie
is a can of Beanie Weenies.
What's in my can of Beanie Weenies? Well, it's a can of...
Not sponsored.
Baked beans. Wait, why do I have so many beans?
I don't know how to end this.
There it is again.
Loud equals funny.
So we keep having I don't know how to end this, and then something really loud. And that seems to be just a growing pattern with you guys.
Yeah, and the thing about that is it's starting to be overused.
Yeah.
To be fair, they haven't had any context to each other's videos.
That's fair.
And we have been making the Taco Bell, the loud, the reverb. We've been making all those jokes in our videos. And those videos happen once a week, whereas we're watching all these back to back
right now. I will keep that in mind. And it was still very funny because loud equals funny. And also, for some reason, the Beanie Weenies and the beanie got me. For no reason at all. It was a good this entire video was a good concept. It was well thought out. It was random. It was funny. It made us laugh. Objective, and the actual content of the video made us laugh. And not it wasn't them being bad at it that made us laugh. It was the fact that we laughed at the video. So I'm gonna have to give this a 9 for words, apparently.
All right. Well,
concept, that's what it was.
Can't put my finger on what felt off about pacing in places, but it was good pacing. Just some places, something just felt off about it, and I don't know how to put my finger on it. So I'm gonna give it an 8, but something just felt like it could have been cleaned up.
It honestly felt like 2008 YouTube.
I was just about to say, this video was edited exactly like a YouTube poop, and I love that about it. It is amazing in that sense. All of your jokes landed pretty well as long as you could hear them. I know, this is happening live, so maybe you might have missed a couple things, but I really love this video. It hits home in that YouTube is where the poop is in my heart. I love it. For that, for your editing skills and for your pacing, I will have to give you a 10.
That puts you at a very, very, very respectable 27. So,
just a heads up, that was the first 10 that I've given out all night.
It is
wrong.
No,
that
actually,
was your
you're right.
10.
You're right. You gave a 10 to the canned video. Just saying.
My bad, but that one gets like a 10.5 unofficially.
Okay.
All right. So next up is Josh Squash 7 with Video 0. Okay. It was funny. I have to admit, it was kind of funny. Yeah, the effort was there, but it just didn't quite hit.
They played audio through another device to get the soundtrack for the video. That is some dedication.
Yes, and that's what made it a little funnier to me, was that it wasn't like edited in audio. That was just literally being played from something else, and I think that's what made me laugh. I did feel like it was a little bit more drawn out than it should have been, but that's not on me. So I'm gonna give this a 7.
7. All right. In regard to pacing, I was kind of lost, and it was drawn out a little in places where it shouldn't have been. So I have to give low marks for this. I'm going to give you a 2 for pacing.
Wow. Jude is being brutal tonight. I don't think... Actually, no. It had pretty bad pacing.
It's like, wow, Jude is being so... You know what? He's right.
He's right. I'm sorry. So, yeah, he's right. This video, despite all the effort that you put into it, ultimately... You left a big dead space gap in the middle of your joke. You should have just cut that out, and it would have been funny. I'm sorry. I do have to give you a... For your efforts, I'm going to give you a 4.
For your efforts.
All right, that gives you a lucky score of 13.
This is why I am judging comedy, because I am so funny. Anywho, next up is Magmagolem Gaming with Snapchat-197156236.mp4.
Let me see that again. I need that
I can't.
again.
Let me see if I can go back.
If you can, please do, because that was kind of hilarious.
I was expecting more, so I'm like getting set up to put in the scores and then just like, what? Oh no.
All right. We will. That took way too much effort to get played again, but we're gonna play it again. It's funnier the second time.
Yeah, for some reason it was so much funnier again.
Were we supposed to see that? Is my question.
I feel for concept, this feels like he was trying to record a video and then just sneezed and it ended. And I think that's what makes it so funny.
For context, this video got sent in after I did a joke ping that the comedy club was closing in 1 minute. And it legitimately did close 1 minute after I did that ping. And he was one of the 2 people that sent their video in that 1 minute time frame. So the energy fits perfectly.
Yeah, and not only that, but with this being a Snapchat video, I am fully convinced that he recorded it just then.
He said it was like a Snapchat memory or something, but it was still very organic.
Okay, because that literally just feels like he just recorded that right as he got the ping. He's like, oh crap, I have to think of something. But then he just went and executed it really well. It just felt like he sneezed and ended the video, but I feel like, obviously I'm pretty sure he meant to do that.
He said it was an accident.
Was it?
He said he was trying to record a video of himself, and his friend popped up behind him and scared him. However,
Really?
that is a claim. That could be false information, but I am assuming that it is true.
If that is true, that's hilarious. If it's not true, it's still hilarious. So I'm gonna have to give this a 10.
Okay. While there isn't what you would call a conventional punchline, this isn't something you came up with for Comedy Club. It was really funny. It was just really funny. I have to be honest, like, in terms of like the pacing of what happened in real life in that video, it's perfect. And that's the problem, is I am back and forth on how to grade something unintentional when it comes to pacing.
Yeah, see, I had the same exact problem. Cause like at the same time, he didn't plan it out. He didn't. This wasn't for a comedy club. This is something he found to send in. But at the same time, it's just so funny that I can't help but score it high.
In terms of, if this is a video in a vacuum, the pacing is 10 out of 10. But if we're talking about something you've sent in, it's a lot harder to judge it that way because it was not intentional.
Agreed.
So while I would love to give you perfect marks, because you did not come up with what happened in the video, it was an accident, I'm going to deduct a couple points and give you an 8.
Your presentation, it was okay. I'm factoring in the fact that you sent this in a minute before Comedy Club closed. So, I have to give you, I don't know, it was a little blurry, it was a little hard to see your friend back there, but I understand it was an accident. I'm going to have to give you a 5.
All right, that puts you at a respectable 23. And while that is one of those videos that, like, I would put it in my favorites playlist because it just cracks me up, if we're judging something you came up with, as this is Comedy Club, we unfortunately had to deduct points for that. So, but you did good.
Good job. All right, next up is the MICAH Variety Channel with the Funny Mike.
Comedy. Not gonna lie, it's kind of difficult. Most attempts to be funny end in cringe. To learn the secrets of comedy is comedically difficult, so our product will help bypass all of the normal problems of comedy and make you funny at ease. Introducing the Funny Mike. The Funny Mike will make you funny without all the work and effort it normally takes to make comedy. The gain is always ridiculously high, so all your friends will be laughing at your uncomfortably bass-boosted voice. The mic comes with a funny sound effect button, which will play a random funny sound when you press it. And finally, there's a chamber inside the microphone that will turn your body into the essence of comedy. Plug the USB in your ear and it will fry and mix up your soul around in a blender until it turns into comedy gold. Then it sends it all right back into your brain. Now, you may lose your sense of self and all forms of feeling in the process, but you'll be hilarious afterwards. Buy the Funny Mike today.
Whew. That was very good. That was very good.
That was very good. That was great.
IKEA just said in chat, this went from art piece to J Slat to copy pasta. I love it so much, dude.
You know, honestly though, you're not wrong, IKEA. That's basically how I would describe it. It's just a roller coaster.
Yeah, he has a Go XLR button on his microphone that's just like the fart sound effect.
Yeah, just...
It's beautiful.
I have no complaints at all. That was very well executed, very well thought out. It was just random enough to be absolutely hilarious and unexpected, but not too random to where we couldn't follow it. I have to give it another 10.
Okay. Pacing? I can't say I had any just absolute glaring issues with it. The video, this plays into concept. It changed direction a lot, which kept the pacing interesting as it went. There wasn't any noticeable weird dead time or anything like that, so I'm going to give it a 10.
Guys, I think you already know that this is I don't know, man. The editing is good, the pacing is good, the concept is good, The actual video itself is good. You had a GIF as your profile picture, so you were up there screaming about 4 the entire the entire time the video was playing. Dude, everything is so perfect about this. You know what it gets? It gets a 10 out of 10.
Look at that. Our very first perfect 30.
Now.
Perfect 30! Oh yeah!
Woo! Now. We can't call it a pure. We cannot call it a pure lock because
we still got some to go.
We still have plenty to go through here. We have about 17 videos to go through here, something like that. And so once we go through those, we'll see if we have another perfect 30 and we'll make our decision based on that. So let's keep going. But so far, you are the winner-elect.
Winner-elect?
Winner-elect, dude?
Oh, I hate that.
Yes.
All right. Next
we'll see what the
up.
Electoral College decides.
All right. Next up is Onion Man with...
That's the name of it. You're not wrong.
Mamma mia, there is no spaghetti.
Mamma mia!
They're going to give Bren a seizure or make him French. Both of them are horrible in my opinion.
And I am immune to seizures and now I am French.
This video was made in Wondershell Filmora.
So glad they made something in Flipnote Studio on their DSi and then put it in Filmora.
Dude, I love that video so much. It's bad. It's gonna get a 0 across the board probably, but I love it anyway. It is so bad. You can't even hear what they're saying. But it's also so good. We're gonna have to see where this video lands, dude.
Dude, I have no idea where this is going to land. Oh my lord.
What was this even about, Brendan? What do you think the concept was?
I have no idea what this is about. I was confused
basically
the entire way through.
He was trying to give Brendan a seizure, but he also turned him French, which was the same thing apparently.
Can we give whoever gets a perfect 0? Can they get a special, or whoever gets the lowest score at least? Can they get a Discord roll for it?
Comedy Club failure roll.
Yes, we will give them a Discord roll. I have no idea what I just watched, but at the same time, I loved it. It was so random. But it was also kind of cringe.
But was that the point?
I'm not gonna lie. Exactly. I can't tell. I actually can't tell if that was the point or not. And that's why I'm having such a hard time scoring this, is because I really cannot tell if they were going for cringe or if they just failed really, really hard.
IKEA is saying give them the cringe lord roll. It will make it.
I like it. I like this. If I knew that it was a bit, I would be able to score this so much easier. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna have to give it like a 3. I'm too confused to score it well.
I don't know what I saw. The pacing didn't clearly outline a concept.
Any of us know.
The pacing did not clearly outline a concept, nor did it lead towards any kind of joke. Things just kind of happened. And they happened to happen. And it felt like I was watching something I made in Flipnote Studio at 10 years old. So I have to give this a 0 in pacing.
Guys. This gets a 0.
Well,
no other explanation.
The editing was so bad, which was hilarious, but I'm giving it a 0 for the meme because this wasn't going to win anything, so I had to just go with the meme. This gets a total 3 out of 30.
A 3 out of 10? No.
Yes. I just realized I accidentally marked our perfect score as contender instead of contender, so that should be fine.
I noticed that. It's just
I'm leaving it.
contender.
He is a contender.
He is the contender. All right. Next up is Moxie Fox with editing joke.
OBS recording? No. Well, we're off to a good start. And stuck in a town. We're lost in the middle of like a neighborhood area. Don't you think that even Mom? Hi, if you're seeing this, this is me from the future, not realizing that my ending was a bit lackluster and that I didn't have much information to go on. So, enjoy this white. As you may notice, that white made this image look a lot cleaner.
No.
What? Oh. Was that like intentionally supposed to be that deeply like I don't know how to say this without being mean. Was that supposed to feel the way it did is what I'm trying to say.
It's so weird. It feels like I don't think they actually edited this video. I think they set everything up in OBS and paused the recording in between what they were doing.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my my judgment here. I think Seth T2 in the chat summed this up perfectly when he said, "Where is the funny?" Because I don't want to sound mean. I really don't. Like, we love all of our fans and everybody that sent everything in. You guys are awesome. But I couldn't force myself to laugh at this. I hate to say that. I really couldn't, though. I couldn't lie. This is a 0. I'm sorry.
In terms of pacing, there wasn't a punchline. There wasn't, without a joke. Pacing is a whole different thing, and I am judging pacing in regard to comedy, not pacing in regard to a serious thing. So I have to give this a 0 myself.
Look, the only thing that's funny about this video is the fact that I believe that it was completely made in OBS with no edits in post, and they had to like cover up their face with PNGs and like do the audio effects through the audio filters in OBS. Good effort, but it didn't land. You can have bad looking edits and bad pacing and still make a funny video, but this missed the mark in regard to that. I see what you're trying to do, but it didn't work. I have to give this a 1.
You are making chat very angry.
This is tied.
I just want to tell you that right now. Everybody's like, "Oh, 0? Is this a 0? Is this a 0?" They're like, 1.
I can't do what chat wants. I am the chaotic neutral.
And that ties for the lowest score with the one video called Bean that received a total of 1 point. So,
oof.
And once again, we're not judging you to be mean. This is purely content and comedy.
You had to watch your video back, potentially even edit it, and then upload it into Discord. You knew what you were getting into.
To be fair,
Exactly.
I think the only way you could receive a perfect 0 from us is if you sent us 45 minutes of black screen.
Even then, we would probably give it like a 5.
Yeah, 'cause it's kind of
just for the audacity.
Oh yeah.
All right, who's
just,
next?
Just because that's kind of funny.
Exactly.
But like,
all right, so next up is Thankful Man Ocean, bruh, with his video Just a Story.
So the other day, I was playing Among Us with some friends on a server, and we decided to do this plague doctor cult thing, which I know it sounds weird. We would sacrifice someone, and then we would dance over their body, or no, we would dance around their body, and it sounded a little bit like this.
Okay. Again, I don't want to sound mean, but I have to say it. This man looks like Great Value Jacksepticeye. and I am here for it. I loved it. Like that. I'm not being mean. Like you just look like Jacksepticeye, like 10 years ago, and it's amazing.
It's great.
Now on to the point. The concept. It was funny. The very end of it was funny. Just the random, just plague doctors running around and all the random noises. But as far as it being an actual comedy club bit, I don't think I would rate it too high. Like, I get where he was going, but I think the initial backstory was a bit dragged out. But I would give it a 5.
5. Well, the pacing. You stumbled over your words, and here's the thing. I know you can't edit, but there is the option to re-record something. Like, I didn't mean in terms of you can't edit. I mean, you clearly aren't out here doing VFX and all that stuff. You seem like this is more something you're not used to. You could have re-recorded that. It was really awkward. It was too long of a setup. The funny part was the ending. That cut was good, and that bit was funny because it was kind of unexpected. But in regard to pacing, the first half of the video was you kind of muffed it a little bit, so I'm gonna give you a 5.
Guys, little secret here, but just like with some of these videos, but I feel like I have to mention on some. I've done this to a lot of these videos, but I feel like I have to mention it on this one specifically. Is he essentially repeated the joke again after that first Among Us that jobble of words? He continued after that, and I just cut it off because he basically just did the joke twice. I didn't feel like it'd be entertaining to watch it twice. And he obviously did an edit, but I feel like he could have re-recorded his thing, just like you said, Jude. Did not present himself well. I'm going to have to give him a solid 4.
That puts you at a 14.
All right, next up is Last Man Standing with Guy Slips on a Banana, but it's Half-Life 2.
So specific.
Sometimes I dream about cheese. No! No! No!
I dream about cheese.
Sometimes I dream about cheese.
It was a meme. I'll admit it's a meme. I let it through.
That was a meme. Okay, did he make this for Comedy Club? Or was this something that he just posted?
I think he went through his back catalog of memes, and he actually sent in 2. I left the funnier one in, which also happened to be the first one he submitted.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, that had Vine energy to me, but at the same time, it's not something that he himself made.
No, he did make it.
Oh, he did
he is the person who edited and created this meme. He has his watermark
Okay.
on it and everything.
Okay, that's what I was asking. So I don't know if I just misheard you or whatever, but okay. That changes things. 'Cause that was objectively funny. First of all, the cheese. I don't know why that's funny. Yeah, just cheese.
Cheese.
Sometimes I dream about cheese. That was just really, it was random and it was very funny. I didn't expect it. Because the title of the video has nothing to do with cheese. So that was funny to me. And then the cutoff right after he slips was beautiful. So as far as an actual concept, I'm gonna have to give this a 7.
7.
CEfinnaleO number.
Yes.
As far as the pacing for this concept, I really liked it. Given that it wasn't made specifically for Comedy Club, that makes it difficult because it was a meme. But at the very least, I'm gonna give you a 9 for that.
My main problem with this video is it maybe ties into pacing, but you left too much at the beginning. Cut straight to it. But honestly, that's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna have to give you a solid 6.
All right. Well, that puts you at a 22.
All right. Next up is Nintendude with Comedy 3000.
Excuse you, that is Comedy.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. Comedy 3000.
Comedy!
Hello, my name is Nintendude, and this is my comedy haha. Now, there are some people on the meat locker that...
That wasn't funny.
To be
Rule 6 violation.
Now that's no good.
Now there's 2 ways to deal with the
Rule 6 violation.
1. Subscribe to Microwave Society. Method number 2.
Star wipe.
You use this little invention. Now, to use this invention, first, you gotta load up your balls into this tube, and then send them to Horringdale.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. That was good.
It was such a weird mix of awkward and funny and confusing, but also still somehow good. Jake just said they suffocated on the dead air in the video.
Ooh. So, as a concept, it is very funny. He had really good moments in there, some really good edits, although that's not my thing to judge, but still, overall, the entire thing is very objectively funny. There was a lot of overused memes. There were a couple stale jokes in there. Like the bass boost edits. They felt a little long, a little overused. So it's not going to be a perfect score, but I will give you an 8.
Nintendude. Okay. Your pacing was good, and you used awkward humor to your advantage, but there were some places felt a little drawn out. I'm gonna give it a 7.
The editing humor in Nintendo's video here, it was pretty good. He did a good job of deep frying stuff, making the cursed audio that really gets in your headphones like it's really good. It's really good deep frying, really good edits. The only problem is the dead air lasted a little bit too long. I know me and Jude kind of overlap when we talk about dead air and pacing here, but it is an editing thing. You need to cut off your jokes when they are over. There's a certain feeling you have to go for when you do the dead air thing as a bit. You can't leave it for too long. Anyways, I have to give this a 7 as well.
All right, that puts you, Nintendo, at a respectable 22.
All right, guys. Next up is Pin the Great with Funny Fellow Sings for the Squad.
Hello, Microwave Society. It is I, Pin the Great. It is time for me to perform a song that I wrote for you. It's going to be pretty epic. But first, let me tune my guitar. It's looking pretty good. I like this very tight. Okay, there we go. Time for a song called Being an Extrovert with Anxiety.
Dude, the guitar string, it gives me Bill and Ted video vibes. It's so good.
Yeah. Anyways.
Dude, that was so good. It was weird, but it was good.
It was very weird, but it was that's what made it really funny. The fact that this man broke a guitar string just for a bit. The dedication. It was beautiful. Good job. As far as the overall concept, I would have to give it an 8. It was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Pendegrade says that they're a girl, so...
Oh, apologies.
Yes. Your pacing was very good. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 9.
Dude, the way that you edited your video is pretty basic, but it did the job. I'm gonna have to give you a very solid 8.
Well, that puts you at a 25. Just hey, that's a good score.
It's a really good score.
All right. Next up is Seth with Ravioli Dies. This better be what I think it is.
Raviolis.
I knew it! I knew it!
It's another one of these!
I knew it! Seth, dang it. I knew you were going to do that. Oh.
The title made it so much better.
Makes me laugh.
The title made it so much better because you were anticipating it, and now the ravioli is dead.
Seth, you used this last time, and I'm pretty sure the time before, but it was still absolutely amazing. I don't care how many times I see it, the concept for that is always going to be absolutely amazing.
The ravioli did in fact die.
Yes, he titled it correctly. He went straight to the point. He didn't miss a beat. Perfect 10.
All right. Pacing, there's no dead air. It was so quick. It was right to the point. It hit the joke very fast. You just So that has to be a 10.
Guys, this video was presented so well. It had a good title. It had good pacing. But it was vertical. I have to give it a 9.
Oh, 29. 29 points. You did very, very good.
That's fair. All right, next up is another one of our mods. Take Your Precious Time with Lost.
Jude, can you hear me? No! I'm lost down here.
You'll be fine.
No! Well, Jude was just talking about the wow sound before the stream today.
Yep, just take.
Where did you get the audio for that?
It came from the VeggieTales video. It came from the VeggieTales video.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that now. Wow.
Oh yeah, that video.
That
I've
is a
seen,
callback for
once.
sure.
Yeah, a callback from 5 days ago.
Yep. Anyway, take. I loved it. It was good. That it was very. It was creative. It was original. It was random. It was quick and funny. I'll have to give it a 9. I'm not gonna give it a perfect 10 because it could have been a little better, but I'm proud of you.
Your pacing was on point, and I enjoyed that. I don't know what it's reminding me of, but just the vibe of that, and that pacing and that style just has a very certain vibe about it that I'm going to give a 10 to because it makes me happy.
I love this video. I love the style that it was put in. I love everything about it. My only problem with it is you could have mixed your sounds a little bit better. Maybe, one sound ended, there's a noticeable gap, and then another one began, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to have to give you a solid 9.
That puts you at a 28, Take. You did extremely well.
Yeah.
Good job, Take. Alrighty then. Next up is T-Bo with Bottle Flip with Voice.
Okay, guys, this one's to end racism.
Racism has been ended.
Okay, so if it weren't for the reverb fart, I feel like the reverb fart actually took something away from it this time.
You killed the video for me.
It did. If it would have just ended on him just staring in the space, this would have gotten a much higher score.
IKEA just said racists everywhere just exploded. They just explode. They vaporized. All the racists are gone.
Every single one just gone. We did it, boys. Racism
Reduced
is
to
no more.
atoms. We've won.
Who? The racists or the racist snots?
Yep.
What? Anyways, so if it weren't for the reverb fart, I would have given that maybe a 9. But with the reverb fart, I have to take a few points off. I'm gonna say it's a 6.
Okay. The awkward silence would have definitely been funnier. It kind of ruined the pacing of it because it felt tacked on. So I'm going to give it a 6 as well.
I like this video. It made me actually laugh out loud the first time I watched it back. The reverb fart was, to be completely fair, unnecessary, however. I think it ruined it, and you could have just left the last bit of your edit just to be awkward silence, and then maybe you should have put in another meme, maybe made it more unique, or maybe just cut it off. I'm also going to have to give you a 6.
Ooh, this is the most satanic video. You get an 18. I don't know what you summoned in the making of this with that fart, but...
Next up is the Dinkster.
Ooh.
With Viva Cut Video 160636132. Yeah, 1325694 HD.mp4.
That's what they called me in college.
Wait, that was the whole... What? That was the video?
That was the whole video. That was the whole entire thing. It was an image with music on it.
Yeah. Meme. Okay. So, yeah. Rose in the chat just said, wait, I missed the video. And I'm going to be honest with you. So did I. Because...
There was no video. It was just an audio and a picture.
So... It took me longer than the length of the video to process what I was looking.
Yeah.
And for me, that just ruined the entire thing for me.
Yeah, I actually, no cap, not even drama, that merits a perfect 0 for me, but you guys can vote however
I agree.
You want.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's a 0 around the board.
All right. You have achieved, Dinkster, the worst comedy club video that has ever been submitted. Round of applause to Dinkster.
Congratulations.
Round of applause. That is an achievement. No, listen, chat, don't give him an F. Cheer him on, because nobody has ever
made a video so bad.
All right. So, next up, we have the Dead Man 100 with funny random humor XD.
Yeah. Oh boy, I can't wait to see my wife and my kids. This is big. Oh no, someone is hurt, I better help.
Sono stanco di te, ti do in culo, io giro con questa cara. Shut up!
Oh no, I credo. XD.
XD! Boom!
Oh, the Xbox sound at the end.
Dude, the XD. It was great.
Dude, this entire thing felt like something I'd find on iFunny at like 3:15 in the morning.
IKEA just said that it was Grand Theft Auto 6 reveal trailer.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Chat just got mad at me. You're right. That was the PS2 sound.
Yeah, I wasn't going to
Xbox
correct
sound.
you. I was... it hurt me when you said it, but I was like,
hey, you know what? I know. I haven't slept much.
Same.
I know how it'd be. Me neither.
Anyway, that was objectively funny. That was...
Dude, listen to just Beyonce on the PS2. That was me on the PS3. But, you know, we'll allow the bit.
Close enough. That was beautiful. That felt like... Yeah, like I said, it felt like something I would find on iFunny at 3 in the morning and no other time. And I'm here for it. That was well executed. That was objective. It was funny. I'm gonna have to give that a 9.
All right. 9. All right. Well, pacing wise, there was just a couple areas that felt a little dragged out, but for the most part, it was pretty funny. I got overstimulated partway through because that was a mess, but that has nothing to do with pacing. So I will give it an 8 for pacing.
I love that you managed to get GTA 5 running on your Wii U somehow.
It looked like 4, maybe. I'm not sure though.
That was not even GTA.
What was it?
That was either SFM or Beam and G Drive, and nothing in between.
I love it though. It's the perfect kind of humor that I personally love. It's kind of like that YTP type stuff. You had a couple edits that were a little long. You know, the ambulance driving, maybe you could have cut that out when it was driving for a while. But the sound effects choice and everything, you even sampled my voice in it. So, I gotta get an extra point for that. I'm gonna give this a solid 8.
All right, that gives you, my friend, a 25.
Sweet.
All right. Next up is Viren with "This is the worst thing I have ever done."
Oh, just to clarify, done. 33% of the score is based on concept. None of it is based on objective. Did we laugh at it necessarily? So it plays into our votes, but no.
Hey, what is up, guys? It is me, Viren, and today we're gonna be playing Guitar Hero. I have my guitar right here, and we're just gonna jump right into it.
This meeting is being recorded.
That's terrible. Okay. Subscribe for more content. Please, I need the money. All my children are gonna die if I don't get the money. Just please like, subscribe, whatever. I need the money. And also,
Dude,
Anything funny?
that is such big through the table and the memes vibes. I love it so much.
That was amazing. How long did it take him to learn that?
I'm assuming he made that in like one of the Guitar Hero editors. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I'm assuming he did that as well. But ew.
Yeah.
That was... Oh my god. Yeah, I bet it did take a while.
I love it so much. It's the mashup of memes. It's the perfect thing for like a Clone Hero type bit.
Oh yeah, it was great. I loved it so much. It was very well executed and it was very well thought out. Your acting was there. I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right. Well, in regards to pacing, it felt very 7 to me. There was a lot of good and some shortcomings where it felt a little awkward because there was a pace set around the beginning of you playing Guitar Hero that just kind of stopped it at some point and it slowed way down. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
I love everything about this video. The editing, the sound effects. I don't know if you made the chart or not, but either way, I think this also deserves a highly respectable 7.
You got the holiest score, 777. So
It is true.
21.
21. Good job, Byron.
All right, we have 4 more videos.
However you
Can we
say
get
that.
another perfect one?
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, next up is Woah Brim with no Yankee with video0.mov.
Got anything funny? Maybe a joke for the comedy thing? Huh. These nuts? I thought it was really good. It was really funny. Look, dude, man, you can just be honest. You didn't do anything. This isn't even funny. Like, I mean, look at you, dude. You're talking to your phone, acting like you're 3 different people. What the frick, bro? Yeah, I am. These nuts?
Is that the Full House theme?
Yes, it was.
All right.
So,
I have 2 words. Hang time. There is so much hang time on every joke, and it would have been fine if you had cut them a little closer together.
Just a little closer, dude.
Yeah, it just felt.
Yeah, if you would have sped it up a lot a bit, it would have been a lot funnier.
Yeah, because people were picking on me earlier over saying shave a few milliseconds off. You don't understand what those... Like, that's what it feels like when you don't shave milliseconds off. There's just a little hanging sense of that's not how people talk to each other. It's not that slow. It just felt a little slow.
I think that was kind of the point, but it's one of those things where you gotta find the balance in your bit. You have to figure out how to pace yourself and how much dead air to really leave in your comedy bits.
Exactly. And the concept itself was, hey, we need to be funny, but we're not funny.
Yeah. Okay, ignore me.
And that was about it. I feel like the concept itself wasn't great. It could use some work. I'm gonna have to give this probably about a 4.
I'm going to give your pacing a 5 because you did have set up a joke, all the sort of necessary elements. There was just some things that through experience you learn to trim up, and that's really what the video needed. That would have taken an average concept to a higher level, and an average, the pacing would have made it feel better in general. So, yeah.
What number are you giving it?
5.
The way you present yourself here, it as we've been saying this whole time, it borders on being too much. You were a little bit too cringy with the way you presented your characters. You left a little bit too much time in the way you cut your bits. I cut an entire conversation out of this video that was not relevant to it, and it was still too empty. You need to get a little bit better at your pacing, and maybe try re-editing your stuff as you go along. I have to give this one a 3.
That puts you at a total of 12.
All right, guys. Next up
3 more
is Zage the Trash Can with the government.
Hello, Microwave Society. How are you today?
I'm gonna sit down.
My name is Eeeeeevil, and I'm going to tell you the story about how me and my best friend created a government at 12 o'clock at night in our sleep-deprived states. So in 7th grade, we had a civics project where we had to create a government and share it with the class. So we decided we were going to do it again at 12 o'clock at night.
Where we were extremely and deathly tired.
This came to the fact that I was eating this. A chocolate Pillsbury frosting container. And we decided we were going to make a government.
Bruh, were you eating the actual container?
Yes, the entire thing. No, the container is cake. You just cut
Based
into
on
it and it just...
this buddy right here. We are a government based on the fact that we must destroy all Pillsbury Doughboys or they will kill us. Our weapon of choice, of course, is this sword we decided to name the 2009 Obama Stick of Power. You can't see it, but it actually has his face printed on it. And of course, the leader of our prestigious army is the Obamagon. And you can't have a government without a national anthem. Which of course is why our national anthem is I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. I want... And of course, to finish off, our fearless leader, the one, the only, Larry the Cucumber!
All right.
Larry the Green Bean. Thank you, IKEA. IKEA, you've been great in chat tonight. I just gotta say.
It's an objectively funny video.
Jude, you know what this felt like?
What?
This felt like a lower value production of Caravan Consnar.
It did. Okay, so that's what I'm getting to. This is funny in everything, and you'll get into concept, but it's objectively like generally funny, but there's some inconsistency there that I'll get into when I talk about pacing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you cut in the video, Josiah.
I did not cut this video at all.
Okay, that will bring me to my consensus.
Okay.
So
It was like Elise Eklund if she edited in iMovie.
Yeah.
Basically. So the concept itself is good. It's a story about something funny that happened. The way she went through with it, obviously she tripped up a little bit, and I get it, you know. You're probably nervous or excited. So the concept itself is actually very funny. I loved it. So I'm gonna give the concept itself a 9.
all right. Cool. Once again, that. I am back. There we go. Hello. I'm alive again. Thing is, you were going the right direction. But there was some cuts and some stuff that felt a little off. One of them actually just like cut one of your words in half, which is a big no-no. Whenever that happens, Control Z. But it just, I'm gonna have to give it a 6 because you put in effort, but it wasn't executed properly to enhance your concept.
I really like the vibes this gives off. I don't know how many of you guys watch Elise Eklund or similar content creators, but it's like a young version of that. You don't quite know your editing yet. You don't quite know how to present yourself or talk to a camera quite yet. And that's fine. However, we have to rate this objectively, which means that unfortunately I'm going to have to give you a bit of a lower score of like maybe a 6 because the editing was a little off and your delivery was a little off.
But you had a final tally of 21 points, which, I'm just saying this here. Next time we do a comedy club, just get a little more experience under your belt, clean up some of the pacing and delivery things, and you could seriously have a contender. Like,
oh yeah, this was a great video.
Yeah, you had a great concept. It was a really funny video, but we have to judge things objectively. You have a lot of potential. So
good job. All right. Next up is Zyroably, I think, with reaction video.
This is the whole thing. They just submitted a video of them reacting to this.
I have to respect the blank face.
Oh, I know what this is making fun of, and it makes me so happy.
The added touch of them having to like click out of the video afterwards. This was the peak of back when low effort reaction channels were a thing on YouTube.
Okay, that was so self-aware with what it was that it made it funnier than it had any right to be for what it was, if that makes sense. Because it was making fun of that, it was so much funnier to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. The lack of reaction is what made the reaction funny, and like the callback to stuff like that is what made that a good concept. So I'm actually gonna score this fairly decently because while it's not like traditionally a good like concept, like it's not funny per se, the fact that they're making fun of something like that and they did it really well is what made it so funny. So I'm gonna give this a 7.
All right. In terms of pacing, so given that the nature of the joke, that there wasn't much in the way of pacing, you literally did nothing, and that was kind of the pace. I guess I'm gonna have to take marks off because everything that happened in the video wasn't you. There was chaos in the background that you didn't create. That wasn't your video. So I'm gonna have to give you a 7 for pacing as well, because it served the bit, but because it wasn't a conventional you delivering comedy and coming up with the pacing yourself in a lot of ways, I can't give full marks for that.
Look, you executed this perfectly. However, if you didn't execute this perfectly, I would be very, very, very confused as to how you messed up being in a corner on a screen and doing nothing. So, like, I have to give you just a straight down the middle 5 because you did this perfectly, but it'd be really hard to screw it up. Wrong buttons.
So you said 5?
Yeah, I said 5.
Okay. So that will be a 19. Chat, calm down. 19 isn't a super high score. It's an okay score.
All right, guys, it's time for what you're spamming.
Yep.
GameBoy64, the CEO of Hell, with his video MWSFunny.mp4.
My name is Spy.
I am Kids.
Portion.
It's like a Netflix subscription.
And now for something completely different.
Look at that grass. That's just. You know how I selected a bottle and I became a table?
My name is Genome Soldier. And I like to speak.
Child labor.
You're my son now.
Presidential candidate Joe Biden, how did you get in my house?
Hey, can this guy get off my anus?
The suck zone.
7. Oh my god. Hey, let's go this way. Oh my god, let's go that way. My mom's
First off, you need to make more crimes illegal.
Long pig.
He's a big boy! Die. This is going to be the objective tier list, so we're going to start out with something light. We're going to start out with religion.
Why are interest rates this high? Are we okay?
They must be very interested if they're that high.
Okay.
Dude, if
That
there
was
was,
beautiful.
we need Microwave Society YTPs, video editors, get on it, because that's what I want right now. That was hilarious.
That was great. That was great. Take our Twitch clips and do stuff like that. We love to see it.
Oh yeah,
love to see it.
That was beautiful. That was just an amalgamation of all of our shenanigans. That was great.
Chat is raising a point that most of the content in the video came from us. So but also most of the content in our videos, aside from the commentary, doesn't come from us. So
I will
it'd be
say,
kind of hypocritical.
I will say, to be completely fair, the rules said you had to use your face or voice in the video. This video did not use face or voice. And I did let it slip by just because of the effort that was put into the actual editing of it. So, yeah.
I love the video. So that makes it difficult because it technically does not follow our rules.
Right.
But it's an excellent video.
It's fantastic. I love it so much. I want it.
Same. All right, Bryn.
So, because of the fact that it doesn't really go by our rules, I can't say that it's a 10, even though I want to really, really bad. I don't want to say disqualified because, you know,
it made it into this compilation, so clearly it has its own merit, even though it did break the rules.
It is not. It does not deserve perfect marks because of the display of some of that.
It can't win the prize.
With you, I had one issue with it aside from the rule break that would have kept it from breaking the 30 barrier anyway.
Brendan, what is your score?
So, as a concept, and keeping in mind the rules, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay. Previous to the rule problem, I was going to give it a 9 because there's some places where you transition from clip to clip that feel really jarring in not the best way.
I feel like that was intentional though.
There was some places where it wasn't entirely intentional. It just kind of felt like a little wrong. Like, I don't know, there would have been a better way to transition them. So that being said, and with the rule being broken, I'm gonna give you an 8 as well.
You know what? This had the perfect YTP style editing that I personally love. I'm really happy to see it. I'm really happy to see you guys doing that. I've mentioned this a few times. I love the YTP stuff. If any of you have seen my old stuff, you know that I have an appreciation for that humor and I enjoy it. Your edits were great. I like the jarring cuts because that's just kind of what happens in YTPs. I think it's kind of funny when like you just get hit by joke after joke after joke after joke. And I think you did that correctly in this video, so I'm gonna have to also give it an 8.
That gives you a final tally of 24, which wait.
Actually, I think we might have one more video. I'm not sure. Let me cue it up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was trying to come up with an idea for this video, and I went to go get some brain food out of my fridge, and I looked in the back of my fridge, and that's when I realized I knew what I had to do. So, it's back here somewhere. This container of Jell-O salad has been fermenting in my fridge for exactly a year to the day. So I think it's finally time that I let it go and give it the funeral it deserves. At this point, this thing is a sin against God, and I think it deserves to finally rest. So I'm gonna go bury it outside my house. So it is now raining outside. So that's never fun. How do I do this? Whatever, it's good enough. It's not good enough. Despite my best efforts, I can't get the folding shovel to work. So we're just gonna dig it out with this spoon that I broke off of the Jell-O salad. I think this is enough of a hole. I could put this inside of it. All right, Jell-O salad. You had a good... Oh, holy crap, that's really stuck in there. Holy crap. I debated eating this instead of throwing it away, but, you know, I feel like it probably would have given me some kind of sickness. All right. That's enough. Here we go. Here lies Jell-O salad. Gone but not forgotten. Good night. May you rest, Jell-O salad.
So many excellent contenders. And because of the way we've done this, there's no definitive decision between the three of us that we have to decide on at the end, like in previous years. By years, I mean previous months. By months, I mean every 4 months or so when we decide we want to do this. Anyway, Micah, if you are here, you, by a unanimous decision of 10s across the board, have won Comedy Club 3.
Oh, yeah! Woo!
Big excite. There was a lot of really good videos here. Hawk, I'm gonna be honest with you. You had one of my favorite, if not my favorite video of the whole bunch. Micah, yours is amazing, and I'm congratulating you here. But we had some awesome videos getting submitted today.
Oh yeah, honestly,
and it was really up in the air in a lot of ways. But yeah,
Hawk's video was like 1% under Micah's. And honestly, I kind of wish maybe we would have, or I think it was my fault that he didn't get perfect score. Maybe we should have scored him at 30 and had a final showdown at the end, but I think Micah totally deserves his free merchandise that we're going to get in contact with him about.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Micah, good job, my friend. And yeah, well, it's a good time to wrap some things up.
Oh yeah. You know who this stream is brought to you by? It's brought to you by our merch store's Black Friday sale. So make sure if you haven't grabbed any merch yet, it's the perfect time to do it. Play the merch video again. You know what? I'll play the merch video as we close out the video. I'll do that for you. I'll play it.
Let's just play the Micah video.
The Micah video. The Micah video. I'm gonna play the merch.
See it one more time, apparently.
Okay, Jude, entertain them while I find the Micah video.
All right. I am here to entertain you. How are you all doing? This has been a really cool stream. Y'all have showed up today. Like, we haven't had under 80 viewers. This is insane. We had over 100 for about 2 hours, which is ridiculous. But it is awesome. All right. Are we almost ready with Micah's video?
We are.
I think any final words from any of us? We're gonna play the Micah video and then end the stream.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming out to the stream. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube. Make sure to go to our merch store. Check out our merch. It's really awesome. Follow us here on Twitch. Join our Discord server. And we have Twitters where we tweet like fragments of sentences sometimes. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We like to do that.
Thank y'all and congratulations, Micah.
Comedy. Not gonna lie, it's kinda difficult. Most attempts to be funny end in cringe. To learn the secrets of comedy is comedically difficult, so our product will help bypass all of the normal problems of comedy and make you funny at ease. Introducing the Funny Mic. The Funny Mic will make you funny without all the work and effort it normally takes to make comedy. The gain is always ridiculously high, so all your friends will be laughing at your uncomfortably bass-boosted voice. The mic comes with a funny sound effect button, which will play a random funny sound when you press it. And finally, there's a chamber inside the microphone that will turn your body into the essence of comedy. Plug the USB in your ear and it will fry and mix up your soul around in a blender until it turns into comedy gold. Then it sends it all right back into your brain. Now, you may lose your sense of self and all forms of feeling in the process, but you'll be hilarious afterwards. Buy the funny mic today.